Hi, welcome my YouTube channel. I'm Juliana Andre. In case you are new, nice to meet you. It's mean God send you to see this video, this message. If you are here for a long time, welcome back. Today I want to talk about twin flame and angel number. God was put me to make different videos, but in my case, I feel they are very related. Related. They're in the same bowl, how to say, in spiritual awakening. Um, what's mean twin flame? Twin flame is mean someone come in your life to help you, to push you, to start to pay your karma, to activate your karma. Why is happen like that? Because when you God decide you need to start to pay your karma, and the karma involved a man or the woman in your life to, for example, in my case, I decide to give space to someone to say, I'm not gonna choose you, and maybe I'm gonna choose someone else many years back. So in that moment, that boy, he was crying and crying, 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 tried to be with me, and he told me, I wish you when in this lifetime to fall in love with someone so deep and to cry and you can't be with that person and to cry over that person. So because of that, the person who helped me, like how I say he's my twin flame, my real twin flame, is the man who helped me to pay the karma. Sorry, odyssey problem. um that's why when I start to cry and to face my karma, what it was my karma, to cry over someone, to don't be with that person, and to pay my karma. From that moment, when I cry and cry and cry and cry, and I was thinking, oh, he's the one, is that. Actually, I was so nervous before to meet this man. No, as a date. He was in one room, and I was know if I step in that room, this man is something very important for me. And God sent me a video with him because he was trying to. It was like a training, something I was supposed to learn, like school. So I supposed to learn a big challenge, and I was looking to that man, and I was in my throat. It was I need to go to look to this guy eyes. It's something about him eyes. It's something I need to go to look eyes to eyes. I don't know how to explain. So before 1 week to go to that room where this man he was teaching, um, I was very nervous because I was no I gonna meet him. My only problem was I was hoping he's tall and he got blue eyes. And somehow I was know everything about him without know nothing about him. And in the moment when I look in through him eyes, he was looking to every single person eyes in that room, and it was a lot of people. Um, After I take the eyes off him, I was blushing, and he was eye contact with me long period, he was start to checking, like he was what's happening now, what I'm feeling, and my throats in my head, it was he knows who I am. But after I say, but who I am? So I said, what? All the time when someone was put question about this man, I was no answer. He was like, do you think he's married? And I said, I can't, a man like that to don't have someone in him life, a wife or girlfriend. It's impossible. All the time when I was looking to someone, from that moment when I looked to that man's eyes, everything changed in my life. Everything. So I start to see things clear. I don't know how to explain. It's the way how that click I look to this guy eyes, everything changed in my mind. My intuition was sharpening, was so strong. I was connected and I was hear things so loud. I couldn't explain. The way how I was walking, everyone they was looking like at me the way like what's wrong with what is like a magnetism. And everyone they was trying to get close to me, everyone they change around me, and I was thinking, what's happened? What's actually happened? Like what is open inside of me. After this meeting, I went home and I started to look through my window. No, sorry, to my mirror. And I start to put question, what have I done with me? Why I changed so much? So I start to go deeper to my childhood to put question, why I become who I become? Why I am who I am now? What's wrong with me? Why I have that fear? So every single time when I was going the room he was teaching, I was so nervous. I couldn't stay. I didn't need food. I didn't need like my addiction. If I was drinking energy drink, I was like on fire. And because my old trauma in my body, my brain, unconsciousness, they start to open immediately. All the time when I was going to this man, it was everything so intense in my brain, in my body, my intuition, my like I was very intuitive person, but in that moment it was everything like so high. I couldn't explain. I couldn't explain what's happening with my body all the time when I'm connected with this guy. All the time when I'm looking to this guy eyes, and in my head it was all the time, he's so gorgeous, he's perfect, he's tall, he got blue eyes. In the beginning I was thinking he got black eyes because he had deep inside eyes. I was thinking he had black eyes, and all the time I supposed to Google things like what's mean black eyes, what's meaning spiritual. So I supposed to go back to ancestor. I don't know how I was connected with my ancestor, with the past, with all the trauma what a lot of women experienced in the past, like hundreds years ago. So this man, he opened a gate, a portal in my brain. I can't explain. So basically, I couldn't explain. I said, why all the time when this guy is around me, everything is so intense? Actually, I was on one chair with my eyes closed, and that man go behind my back to go to another chair, and I saw him eyes in my mind so clear, like he looked at me in my face, but he was in my back. And I was nowhere exactly he's near to me. I was feeling him presence so intense, and I was not his nervous. I make him nervous. I make him to shake, shaking the legs, the hands, so he couldn't speak around me. So I was thinking, I open my eyes and I look in my left, right, in the right, and he was sitting on the chair with the computer open. He was working, and I was frozen. I said, "How did I know he was him around me?" After in another experience, he was one floor down, and I was one floor up. Um, And I was closing my eyes and I was praying and I asked God, show me. He's thinking about me. In that moment, I was know he's in the room checking for me. I go in that room, and when I walk in that room, immediately he look at me and he was, no, I'm there. The connection between the people who connect you with the twin flame journey, with God, with your authentic yourself, with your karma, with your ancestor, with your angel, with everything, entire universe, your intuition, Jesus, Holy Spirit, is happening that moment. That person, he's open all your trauma. But God is not going to allow you to face all the trauma in once, because you're going to kill yourself. But in that journey, every single time when God was bringing him in my energy, or I was passing through on the corridor, or I saw him in my dreams, in my vision, I was feeling him present around me. All the time, he was open a trauma in my body, and he was working on my trauma. Why you think that person was my real twin flame? How do you know it's a real twin flame? Usually, gonna start to put question about yourself. What have I done wrong to me? Why I become who I become? Why I don't look after me? What I need to change and improve to myself to get better shape, better diet, better sleep, quality people. And all the time when God is gonna work in your life, and this man is gonna come, or that person, maybe you are a man and a woman is gonna challenge you to change and to become yourself and to become your authentic yourself. How always I said, in our life we put mask after mask after mask after mask to hide our authentic ourselves. Like if you tend to be very vulnerable, you're gonna be very strong person. So this is a mask. If you like intimacy, like you like to stay in bed, hugging, long conversation, when you put a mask, you just cut people off. You want to be alone most of the time. You choose masturbation over. So all the time is something. So that's why God bring twin flame journey to shape and to change you, and to understand why you become who you become. So why you hiding under a lot of layers and a lot of mask. So. um, in the twin flame journey, it's not about that man or that woman. It's about you, God, angel, entire universe, ancestor, connection with Adam and Eve, um, your job on the earth, Jesus carry on a lot of generation cursed in your back. So why God choose you, every single person? So make a break. Every single person, we have a twin flame. Twin flame is two people who have the same soul. What mean the same soul? So we mirror each other. We have the same fears, the same maybe same addiction or maybe different addiction. We have some the same things, some different things, but it's a mirror of you. Can be opposite to you or can be the same. They are a femininity energy, masculinity energy. They get close, face to face, because they need to face the fear. So you are the fear. In my case, oh, this man, all the time when he was up on the mountain and teaching, I supposed to Google. He was say ordinary things, but I supposed to Google it. And my bigger fear, and still sometimes is my bigger fear, if I will have a chance to speak with this man, because I never had a chance to speak with him, like face to face, to real talk. My face is, what I supposed to talk with him, because he's very intelligent. When he's talking, I need to Google. So this is mean I need to work on my fears. This is mean twin flame journey. Every single person in your life, your mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, everyone, they are your twin flame. Entire life you are in the twin flame journey. But to go deeper, to work on your trauma, your connection with your ancestor, with your angel, with everything around you, you need to pay the karma. So someone is going to come in your life to make you to pay the karma. This is mean you've been chosen to go in the twin flame journey. A real twin flame journey. Now we're gonna talk about angel number. Angel number, it's when you see a number is repeating all over, repeating on the wall, on the streets, in the car, number machine, on the television, on the phone number. When like the ordinary angel twin flame number, it's 1111, 1212, 1313, 1414, 1515. We calling twin numbers. 33, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66. They are twin flame number. Every single number, he got a meaning. Also, it's an entity. It's an angel number. Angel is mean message. If you translate the name of angel, it's message. That's why most of us who God tell us we are a earth angel, but come in human form. We are a messenger, what we deliver the message from God to humans. That's why an ordinary person, they can't survive what earth angel and a chosen one who answered the call is can survive, because actually God go to fight in your place, not you as a human. God energy It's not you facing. God is doing everything through your hands, through your mind, through your body, through your everything. That's why we're calling God power in our energy. But all of us, we are in the God energy. But when God is step in your body and He created choose one to answer the call, He's gonna fight in your body with actually the devil. And with a lot of entity and a lot of demons and a lot of things. He's gonna clean all the time because he knows what entity you cannot see. Fears, addiction and everything they will do to you if God is not gonna step in. So when you see numbers all the time, like even 1111, for me it mean the gate of the heaven is talking, they are open for you to communicate with God. Every single person receive different message from the same number. That's why I choose to never talk about, oh, that number is mean that, because for me can mean something now, for you it mean something different. But like sometimes 1010 is mean ending the journey. One step. And you go in like, first class, second class, third class, third level, fourth level. Every single level is means something else. That's why listen your intuition. Like 47 for me is mean twice things. Like God is working through my love, through my body, through my addiction, through my spiritual awakening. And also 47 is mean God is working on your another half. You are whole, you're not half. But in spiritual, you have another half who is mirror you so well in front of the God. It's your masculinity or your feminine energy. Is working the same things. Like what he's doing on you, he's doing to everyone around you. That's why God sometimes he choose a twin flame, angel number, ancestor, entire universe communicate with you. So if God can come to your twin flame to give you a lot of message through him, but he's not him, he's God. Yes. In your journey you're gonna understand the real twin flame. You're not gonna have stuff with him, business with him. You're gonna have stuff with God to do, business with God. That's why when you meet your twin flame and you start to see angel number, message through the movie, videos, walls, commercial, everything around you, even the shoes and clothes and everything, you see numbers, you see messages, it means in that moment God is working on you. So this means twin flame journey. Why is so important sometimes God to bring your twin flame near to in your energy, know as a person in your life, in your energy, in your dreams, or you feel him present, you feel him smell. Like I never smell my twin flame, but sometimes I know he's around. I know he's around, or he's gonna come in my dreams. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it's gonna come in your dreams. It means God put you together as a husband and wife to be whole in spirit, to face everything together. But it's not about human things. It's about spiritual things, like a creation of God in spirit, in, I don't know how to say, 5D, five dimension, fifth dimension, fifth 5D. 5Ds mean your soul is it's higher than you feel like a human. As me, I went in heaven, I saw a lot of doors, like plenty doors. I saw the gate of the heaven, I saw God, I saw the huge table when the gods was talking about your sinners, your sin, and there was talk about me. I can feel a human body. And I was panicking, and I was tell to my guardian angel, we need to run. Yeah, you can go with God. You can go all over because God want you to experience how actually is working through heaven and through hell. Why is so important to pay your karma? Because how to explain? You make a mortgage, random thing, or you buy a phone, and you buy a phone and you buy in monthly. You need to pay monthly. You're not gonna be able to buy a new phone or a new house until you're not gonna pay what it's need to pay. I don't know if I explained very well. So when you're gonna finish the payments, you're gonna be able to buy a new one. But until now, no, you're still gonna be on payment. It's the way how we pay to God. We have something to pay, like we do we sin in front of the God. Sorry, we sin in front of the God. We gossip about people. We treat bad a lot of people. So we need to pay back this one to get close to God, because you can't go close to God to hear God's voice, to hear God intuition, to hear God things if you don't pay your payments. I don't know if I explain very well. Every single person can hear God, but it's up to you if you pay all your payments to hear God so well, or you still stay in the sin. You are a sinner. You stay in devil energy, narcissistic energy. So all of us, we are narcissistic and empath, but it's up to us what we choose to do in our life. That's why God is saying you need to pay your payments. All the time when I was doing something and God was looking, you know you're gonna pay for that. Yes, I know. I know. So like that is working. You need to be very honest with yourself, and sometimes God is say, are you really with that? I am. Are you honest with yourself? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. So this is the journey with God. If I was have a period when I was crying, when God was say, I'm getting too serious in this problem, in this test and training, was send me videos with funny things and what he know I like it, like things on the internet, and I will start to laugh. And in that moment, God will say, you need to don't take so serious this journey. I know it's very painful. I know it's very harsh, and You need to face a lot of demons, but also you need to understand you need to enjoy this journey because you have a lot of things to learn. It's not about just crying and painful and everything. It's about a lesson. But I told God, it's so painful. And I said, think about you want to be the best runner in the marathon. You want to win the race. So before to become the best shape, you need to face a lot of pain, muscle pain, you painful, you're gonna be tired. It's the same in our life with God. You're gonna face the pain. You're gonna face the sometimes you want to don't want anymore to be in that journey. You want to maybe I'm gonna die. Maybe I'm gonna kill myself. And God say, what are you doing? Why? Why? And I say, because it's too painful. Oh, and I say, yes, but if you listen to me, believe me, you're gonna be in the best shape. Yeah, we're still working on that. So it's exactly how the twin flame journey with God, journey with ancestor, with angel number. So you need to Google. If you see a number all the time, Google that number and put the number and put angel number meaning. So you're gonna see the message. All the time is gonna come exactly the perfect message. Sometimes I'm not gonna like it. Believe me. I say it's not true. You know how many times angel they told me I'm stubborn. I don't want to release that pain, that past trauma. So yeah, we need to understand. We need to understand a lot of things about God. The only thing what you can understand about God is to read the Bible. It's very important. Uh, I'm struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggle many times to read the Bible because I feel voices. Come on, don't read the Bible, and I know I'm fighting the devil and the demons because they try to stop me to read the Bible. It's very important to know the answer. But if in my case God they say you don't read the Bible, I gonna give you you're gonna experience what actually is in the Bible to understand the Bible. So because the Bible is metaphoric way, it's not actually step by step like the Bible. Yeah, you can take the message from the Bible to understand in your journey. Every single person have different journey, have different message, but it's God is talking through your intuition. You read that, you understand that message is for you. Maybe for me it's different, the same part of the Bible, the same page, the same cap, I cannot say chapter, the same chapter. So you need to understand every single person had different journey, different job on the earth, different calling from God. Yeah, that's why they make you unique. You are not special than others. You are just unique in your way. Why God make us unique? Because when your real twin flame is gonna recognize you like the one. What's mean the one? You're gonna feel horny around that person? Yes. You're gonna feel butterfly in your stomach? Yes. You're gonna feel your legs shaking? Yes. You're gonna sweat? You're gonna not be able to speak? Yes. You're gonna want to run? Oh, yes. You're gonna try to hide but still want to see that person? Yes. You're gonna think non-stop about that person and you hate because you can't no stop think about that person. Yes. You're gonna feel you are crazy. Yes. You see that person name all over. Yes. You're gonna feel your brain intoxicate with that man name. In my case, it was on the television, on the car numbers. It was on the commercial, on the clothes, on the shoes, on the makeup, perfume, children toys. It was that name all over. When I decide to don't go out, to don't open the television, phone, social media, I'm not gonna be able to see this man's name. It was coming in my dreams. Really? Like what? And I said, come on, are you serious now? And God said, you have to. What have to? Because I'm getting cuckoo with this man name. I'm getting cuckoo to see this man name all over. In my dream, it was on the restaurant, on the jewelry. I saw that name on the jewelry. I say, what does mean that? On the perfume in my dreams. Calling also, because that man name is very famous around UK in the world. Is most of the famous name. Even in the Bible is this name. I was find this name in the Bible. I was find this name. It was have 1,000 people who have the same number, the same name. Sorry, and if they didn't show the name, it was different men who have the same name like my twin. Really? And also, you need to understand in your twin flame, you need to help others. Like everybody who is connected with you, you're gonna help them. Every single person who is connected with my twin flame is gonna help my twin flame connect them. But in spirit, everyone they will tell you he have the same heart like you. He is very kind like you. He is very giving like you. But he also had imperfection things like insecurity, fears, addiction. And God is saying you need to accept that. You need to accept and to love that person the way how he is. So God encouraged me entire journey to pray for him, to pray for him family, to pray for everyone in my family, everyone who been it is and will come in my energy. For the people who will see my video, I'm praying every day. I pray for everyone. So that's why God he put me daily a lot of time per day, per night. Sometimes he keep me awake all night to just pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and pray. Why? Because all the time when you pray for others, God is gonna give it to you. Because if I pray, God give me a house. God is not gonna give me a house. But if I pray for you, God give a house for this person, and I'm gonna come to help you to achieve a house. God is gonna give me back a house. Like that is working. I don't know if I explain very well. Obviously, it's not gonna come like that. They will put you to work. They will find solution for you to buy that house. So that's why sometimes God is gonna test if you are jealous. Yes, He's gonna test you. Don't worry. If you are envy, if you are in competition with others, oh yeah, they will. They will. So before I achieved to have my own house, I supposed to help others to have. I was looking after another people's houses. I was cleaning after other people's houses. Before I have my own child, I supposed to pray over another children. Before to have a strong connection with, I don't know, my the father of my child, I supposed to help another woman to have boyfriend, husband. Before to have my own family, I supposed to pray and help on other people who have family. So like that is working. God is say, and I saw also I opened the television and it was something someone throw away something to universe and it was coming back to that person. God is in somehow God will say everything what you throw away in your pray is coming back to you, but in multiple way. So God is gonna test if you are honest and you don't do that just because you want to achieve something. Yes. It's gonna test your passion. Oh yeah. I'm getting gray. How much I've been patient to receive. But God say when the waiting is so long, the blessing is so big. All the time I was receive video when two people was planting the carrots. One it was on the out of the ground. It was a lot of leaves and huge leaves, but under the ground it was small. And another person it was just 2 3 leaves, and in the ground it was huge. And the message was the person who wait and let the God blessing to grow bigger is gonna be a huge blessing, and the person who wait just a little, the blessing is gonna be like that. But in front of everyone, they look so big the blessing, but behind the doors, the blessing is small. The blessing are small. So what God want to say to everyone, it's your waiting season. If it's so long, the waiting season to receive your blessing, and you think you are 50, 60, or 40 or something like that, and you've been waiting entire life to receive that blessing gonna be bigger because God was working entire journey to grow your blessing. So the way how God is working, you're not gonna see it. He's not gonna show it. And somehow, yes, he will. With me, he always, but I never believe. I'm still sometimes I don't believe. And sometimes I don't want to cry. I feel why God chose me. Why God put me to that many blessings. Because I heard my entire life I'm not worth it to receive nothing. God chose me. And I asked God, why you chose me for everything, like a bigger call to help others when I couldn't help myself. And God, all the time He answered, because you've been honest. You passed the test, what you never know, you've been tested. And you've been kind and you still have a pure heart. Doesn't matter how many people they put you down, they gossip about you, they talk bullshit, but it was just a test. And people who you love the most, they hurt you the most, and you keep have a good heart and forgive them and pray for them. You show me you can receive more than you want. And sometimes the people who think they don't deserve God love, and the people who work and they do behind the people eyes good things and they don't share to others, is the people who God see notes, make notes about them, how good things they did, and they didn't show to no one, and they will be blessed. And they will put a lot of things like you can teach others, you can do that things good. And all the time we say, oh, the the people who are the most kind people on the earth, they suffer the most. Yes, because the devil is working very hard to test you, to see if you are really who you think you are, but you actually don't know who you are. Just God knows. But the devil deep inside, oh, she knows she's a chosen one and answer to the call, and she have a huge call on the earth. No, we don't. Because God sometimes He doesn't tell us. Because He doesn't want you to know what is your call and why you suffer that much. You want He want to test if you're gonna blame God, you're gonna talk about God. In one of the things when I've been in the hospital with my son, and after I went out of that hospital, many hospitals, not just one, and I was say, finally I'm going home. Someone lift the buggy and he put my son directly in the head, and after in the hospital they was telling he need to have a brain surgery because he was have a huge brain and he was thinking he have brain damage, and just because that person he left the buggy and my son fell from the buggy directly in the head on the stairs, and it was very strong metal on the stairs, and I was thinking he gonna die there. I was shouting in the train station. I was thinking I'm gonna lose my son. My only thing was in my brain, I'm gonna kill myself. And after my father died, and God was telling me, trust me. And after God, a voice inside of my head, it was, God did that, God did that. And I start to pray to God. I say, God, help me. Be here for me. I know you haven't done that. And after I received a message and he told me, I'm glad you trust me. I'm glad you didn't blame me. I'm glad you saw the bigger picture. And you deserve a lot of love. And yes, the people who God chose to answer the call is the people who gonna suffer a lot. They will be strong alone. They will face a lot of changes, or challenges. Is because God tests you, and the devil actually tests you more than God. And God is allowed him to test you to see if you're gonna have a pure heart and not gonna swear God and not gonna talk bad about God and not gonna you're not gonna turn your face from God. But it's gonna keep praying to God, you're gonna keep talking with God every challenge and everything, and you're gonna keep staying there with God. God is gonna pay you back for everything. For me, the only thing was my son to be well. And it wasn't enough for me that many surgery and that many struggle in the hospital. And I was just a normal baby who ran, be healthy and very active and eating normal. Now he's perfect fine. But the way how the journey was, for me was horrible. And God is saying, keep trust me. And God was put me to fast, to don't eat, but to donate food to the people who roofless person, people who live on the streets. And the only message, the strong message that was coming from the roof person who was looking crazy, but it was actually God. It was come to tell me you are the love, you have a good heart, you can help a lot of people. And I was struggling and praying and fasting, and God keep put me, go to help that person, go to help that person, go to help pray for that person. And in that moment when I was I was needed help, God was put me to help others. In that moment I proved to God, without knowing I was tested. My heart is still pure. And I'm there for everyone. And that moment God said, you deserve everything. No, you show me you never go after the money. Yes, in the past you worked so hard, but I wasn't hard to make money. I was hard to prove to myself I'm worth it enough. I'm strong enough. I'm not nothing. I am someone. I am worth it to have everything what I wish. And I don't need no one help. Because all the time when I was needed help, the people turned their back to me. And God was telling me it's just a test to see if you keep going or you're gonna end your journey now. Because a lot of people they are struggling, they kill themselves in this journey. And they are not surviving this journey because it's getting heavy and heavy and heavy. And that's why God is put you test after test after test after test because He knows how evil the devil can be. And yes, you're gonna lose people, family, you're gonna lose a lot of friends, you're gonna be alone, you're gonna be struggle. Yeah, this is mean twin flame. This is mean the universe, the ancestor, the God, the Jesus, the Holy Spirit is there, is testing you to see if you're gonna be able to walk on the Jesus path, to sacrifice your needs for others. When you are struggle to receive help and still going to help others, you prove to God more than you think. And I didn't know it's test. I didn't know God it was testing me. So what's meant to inflame? Working on your struggle or on your addiction, on your and usually I saw in my life a lot of people find the twin flame before me to find my twin flame, and they was have intimacy, they was together, they was married with them, and never ended good because when you find your twin flame you need to step back to work on your addiction, on your fears, on your struggles, because you're not going to be able to understand the journey with that person. So why is so important to stay far away from your twin flame until the journey is finished? Because the devil is gonna working so hard and you're gonna be depressed, both of you, you're gonna be struggle together, you're gonna end it to hurt each other, you're gonna choose money, drugs, alcohol, sex over God. In that moment that relationship is gonna fall. Doesn't matter if you're gonna think, oh, he was my true love, he was the one. Yes, he was, but he was the one to put you back through God. He was the one who put you back on track to yourself, to be honest with yourself, to work on your struggle, to work on your addiction, to work on. And yes, in this journey it's very important to pray a lot, to fast a lot, to stay far away from sex, addiction, for pleasure, for everything, from everything. It's very important. Why? Because it's the only moment you have a chance, someone to come in your life to show everything what you've been fear to face it entire life, is help you to push you to go back to God. So that's why it's very important when you find your twin flame, run away. Run away. Run away and work on yourself. Cry how much you cry. Pray how much you pray. Fast how much you fast. Talk with God all the time. Talk all the time. Check the angel number. Because you can be the next generation cursed breaker. You can work with mental problem, issue, and everything what you face in this journey is meant for you to learn, to teach others. It's not for you just to get better. It's for you to get better and teach others. This is mean twin flame journey. It's not just for God is not gonna give everything for you. He's gonna give for you to share with others. He did it with me with money, with items, with material things, and always keep sharing with others. God say, you prove me you are not selfish. You prove me, you put me on top of everything. So in that moment, you can receive more. So here I'm not talking about money, material things. I'm talking about knowledge, about true love, what is in you is not in others. Because when you accept yourself, you love yourself, you can love others, you accept others. When you have peace with you, you're not going to go near to someone who is disturbing your peace. You're going to choose someone who have the same things like you. And God is saying, don't show skin, don't show too much things. Don't become a person who can activate the lust, the addiction, the horny things, and hunger about everything, money. Because if you activate this in another person, God is going to separate. God is not going to allow true love to interfere. Because when you find true love, you're not going to choose money over your peace. You're not going to choose money over a huge hug. No, this is mean true love. Accept yourself, accept your failures, you accept your winning season, failure season, addiction, everything about you. But when you accept yourself and you start to work on yourself, God is give you a chance to find your true love, yourself. You find you. You don't need more than that. You are whole. After when you're whole, God is gonna bring another person whole like you. He's gonna bring the true love, the man who is honor you, or the woman's gonna honor you, who's gonna respect you, is gonna be loyal with you. True love doesn't mean butterflies, it means trauma. I always think, oh my gosh, when I'm gonna find the perfect man, I'm gonna have butterfly in my stomach. And gotta say, hello, this is trauma. What you talking about? You're gonna feel like your legs are shaking. Yes, it's your trauma. Your body is responding to your trauma. So I say, what's mean true love? It's mean peace. It's mean a hug who you feel that much love in that hug. You feel like someone is touching your head when you sleep and you feel peace. You feel calm. You feel whole. In that moment, you feel love. No expensive bags, expensive that. Because someone can throw away your expense. I buy a car for you, I buy that. But still being absent there. Still being empty. And you look at that expensive thing and I say, but I wish to be hugged. I wish to be kissed. I wish someone just look at me like I'm everything what he want to see. This is true love. When someone look at you and he's smiling with entire spirit, soul, you see that sparkly happiness in him eyes or her eyes. This is mean true love. No, you're gonna buy, if you love me, you're gonna buy expensive bags to me. This is not love. This is mean using people. That's why in the past I used to buy a lot of expensive things for people because I was one just to be loved. So yes, I was tend to give a lot of things to others just because I was one to be hug, kiss. Kiss, I don't say just kiss, can be on the cheeks, on the head. Unconditional love. To give without receiving. Don't expect from others to give you what you give to them. In that moment, you receive true love from God. So every single twin flame journey is different, yes. Every single journey through God is different, yes. Every single angel number is different meaning, yes. Every step in the God journey, twin flame journey, have many different meanings, different message, different step. Go deeper inside of your unconsciousness, in your heart, in your body, yes. Through your addiction, yes. But it's very important to find yourself, to find God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit, and to understand Jesus pay with him kindness. He was pure in every single angle. He was pure. He was kind. He let any addiction, he fight any addiction, food, wine. I don't think he was addicted to wine, but he was fighting with everything. With him own mind, he was fighting just because he's supposed to pay our sin. Also, when Adam he been told he gonna have a wife, he gonna receive a wife, a person who gonna share a journey. Uh, Adam went to Jesus to tell if I gonna fail, if I gonna go to last, if I gonna want more than just a friendship, and if I sin. And Jesus promised to Adam, if you're gonna pay, if you're gonna sin, I gonna come and I gonna pay. I gonna sacrifice myself for the future generation. So he keep his promise. Why Jesus keep the promise? Because when you are a person of God, you always keep your promise. God love when you keep your promise. He love. That's why they say the devil is lying, cheating, creating illusion. Because of that, it's opposite to God. Everything what God can give you, the devil is lying. It's exactly the opposite. That's why they say you have femininity energy, masculinity energy, angel, demons, God, devil, lightness, darkness, white, black. So if he's helping, also twin flame is mean when Adam he sinned, he was so ashamed about the sin. He 100 years he didn't talk with God, and God create twin flame journey to go back to God. So if Adam and Eve was going from heaven to sin to create the earth, God want the humans to go back to God, to talk with him, to communicate with him, to hear God's voice. Because God love when we're talking with him and we get clear and we pay our karma, our sin before to go to him. It means we pay our sin from Adam and Eve to go back to the first journey. This is mean twin flame journey. Go back home, back home, back to yourself. This is mean twin flame. I'm sorry if I repeat a lot of things in this journey, in this video, but it's meant to happen like that to understand. Maybe I couldn't explain myself very well in some part of the video, but I try to explain how I understand my journey with God in the twin flame journey. And if you feel in this journey you are crazy, believe you are not alone. If you feel God remove every single person in your journey, yes, you are not alone. If you feel you face sickness, you are always sick with the throat, is because the God is trying to heal every single chakra inside of you without you doing nothing. God is doing everything. And that's why you face a lot of sickness before a blessing. Why? You see, something bad is happening before a huge blessing. So when you feel a storm is coming, you feel like you cannot sleep, you cannot pray, you cannot keep praying, keep fasting, keep doing everything what God is requesting, because after that storm is a test, you're gonna receive something big. I'm gonna tell you all the time before it was happening something big in my life, a blessing. It was horrible. All the time when I passed the test, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I was need a lot of hours to sleep. So yes, yes, it's happened like that. And God is it's meant to happen like that because you're not gonna understand the journey. And God is testing you when you are the most tired, low, insecure. Yes, because He wants your true reaction, your true authentic yourself. Because when you are resting, you cannot be your true yourself because you know how to react. But when you are tired, you don't know how to. You react by yourself. Exactly the true authentic yourself. Yes, he's cheeky. God is cheeky, yes. And he's very intelligent. That's why God is saying the people who will become God people, send a message to humans. God is gonna give you all the knowledge, all the, and if you think, oh, I'm not gonna be so clever. I gotta say, test me to see how I'm gonna work on your brain. So yeah, it's happened like that. God bless you. I hope I did all the video because I supposed to do 2 or 3 videos separate, but I make one with everything what supposed to know. Have a blessed day. Bye.